studying about the means plain body, means plain wall or plain slab like that bodies. But now we are coming to study about the cylindrical and spherical bodies, means circular bodies. Friends, there is the derivation for cylindrical object is little bit lengthy, so I have not written. You don't have to remember the derivation. You should simply remember whatever the outcome is, whatever the formula which is derived from that derivation. You should remember that one, and I will suggest you that you are able to solve all the problems whatever asked in the previous year. So you remember this formula, friends. That is Q, amount of heat transfer Q is equal to 2 pi k L into Ti minus T naught divided by ln R naught by Ri. Friends, you can clearly visible here. Here friends, the RTH means resistance value is ln R naught by Ri divided by 2 pi k L. Friends, I will once again suggest you that you should remember you should understand the concept of resistance, because everywhere the T1 minus T2 is everywhere the temperature difference is same, but you have to go logically and go thorough with the resistance calculation only. So I will suggest you always try to visualize the whatever the formula or whatever the logic applied in calculating the resistance. So here you can see that L is the length of cylinder and R naught Ri is the internal and external radius. You can easily understand it, and there is nothing big about this. So now friends, you see that when the cylinders are present in groups, means so many, suppose A1, A2, A3, A4 like that, 3 or 4 cylinders are present, then how you will calculate the amount of heat transfer through that cylinders? Friends, the first thing you should understand that these cylinders are present in series. I have told you initially only that you have to visualize that these cylinders are present in series form. So they are in series form. So you can easily calculate the resistance, that is R net is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 dot 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 Rn, means that is simple addition when it is present in series. So here you can see that resistance for one cylinder is ln R naught by R1 divided by 2 pi KL. So friends, here you see that it is given that the length value means L value is same for all the cylinders, means the length of all the cylinders is equal, means mostly questions are asked on this only. So you can take 2 pi L as common in all the cylinders resistance, and you can put it in the numerator, that whatever put here, that 2 pi L into T1 minus T4. Friends, you see that T1 is the first, means internal radius, internal temperature of the innermost cylinder, and the T4 is the external temperature of the outermost cylinder. Means T1 जो होगा हमारा जो सबसे अंदर जो सिलेंडर प्रेजेंट है उसके जो इनरमोस्ट पोर्शन है उसका टेम्परेचर होगा, और जो हमारा T4 होगा वो हमेशा सबसे आउटर मोस्ट जो सिलेंडर है उसका जो आउटर सरफेस का टेम्परेचर है वो होगा. आपको इस T1 एंड T4 को याद रखना है कि मीन्स T1 सबसे अंदर वाला और T4 सबसे बाहर वाला, मीन्स जो इंटरमीडिएट टेम्परेचर्स हैं उनका कोई भी इफेक्ट, दे हैव नो इफेक्ट ओवर द अमाउंट ऑफ हीट ट्रांसफर. यू रिमेंबर, you can derive one concept from here that the intermediate temperatures doesn't have any effect over the total heat transfer through the materials. So friends, you can simply see here I have calculated the resistance, means total resistance, that is RTH is equal to ln R2 by R1 by Ka plus, friends, you see that the R2 value is the outer radius of the first cylinder, means जो फर्स्ट सिलेंडर का आउटर रेडियस होगा वो R2 होगा, एंड R1 is the inner radius of first cylinder. But friends, in case of second cylinder, the R2, the outer radius of the first cylinder is equal to the inner radius of second cylinder, means the R2 value is the inner radius of second cylinder and R3 value is the outer radius of second cylinder. And similarly R3 is the inner radius of third cylinder and R4 is the outer radius of of third cylinder. Means friends, this process will continue go again and again. So आपको ये चीज समझनी है कि जो पहला सिलेंडर है उसका इनर रेडियस R1 है और उसका आउटर रेडियस R2 है, लेकिन अगर हम दूसरे सिलेंडर की बात करें तो उसका इनर रेडियस जो हमारा पहले सिलेंडर का आउटर रेडियस होगा वो दूसरे सिलेंडर का इनर रेडियस होगा। मींस जो R2 होगा वो उस दूसरे सिलेंडर का इनर रेडियस होगा और R3 होगा वो दूसरे सिलेंडर का आउटर रेडियस होगा। एंड सिमिलरली ये प्रोसेस कंटिन्यू करता रहेगा अप टू व्हाटएवर सिलेंडर इट इज गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन। यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट दैट, यू सिंपली पुट दैट वैल्यूज एंड पुट देयर thermal conductivity and remaining things are easy. I think you can able to solve this. And now friends, this is the case of cylinder and this is the case of sphere. Friends, you can understand that there is difference between cylinder and sphere. Cylinders are inside, the cylinders are hollow, but spheres are inside not hollow. Means cylinders have height and they have means radius both, but spheres have only radius. It is, suppose you are seeing one football, that is the case of a sphere. And friends, you see that the derivation for amount of heat flow through the sphere is equal to 4 pi k into Ti minus T naught divided by 1 by Ri minus 1 by R naught. Friends, you have to simply remember this formula, and questions normally asked based upon the formula only. So this is all about the cylinders and spheres. Now friends, you should understand what is the critical thickness of insulation. To some of the materials, means some of the conductors, so that the heat is not passed or flow in so much amount through that materials to the atmosphere, means heat is not wasted. To protect the heat from wasting, we are providing insulation to the conductors or to the materials. So friends, but you can only means reduce the amount of heat waste, but you can't fully stop the amount of heat waste. You have to remember this. हीट जो वेस्ट होगा हमारा, सपोज हमारा कोई मटेरियल है, उसका टेम्परेचर गिवन है T1 and when I put that material into the atmosphere, it starts losing its heat and giving the heat to the atmosphere. To protect this loss of heat from that material, we are providing some insulation, means some insulating material on the surface of that conductor, so that our heat is not wasted. Friends, आपको याद रखना है इंसुलेशन का ओनली वर्क होता है हीट वेस्ट को रिड्यूस करना, और इंसुलेशन नेवर कभी भी वो पूरा कंप्लीटली हीट वेस्ट को रिड्यूस खत्म नहीं कर सकता, वो ओनली रिड्यूस कर सकता है. सम अमाउंट ऑफ हीट इज ऑलवेज वेस्टिंग फ्रॉम दैट मटेरियल. यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दिस थिंग दैट insulating material can't means reduce the heat loss to zero, means they can't even means reduce it to zero, they only reduce it to some portion, means some amount of heat material is always losing from the conductors, but the insulating materials will reduce only that amount of heat losses. So friends, you see that here it is assumed that one cylindrical shape conductor is kept in a atmosphere and it has radius that is Ri, means inner radius is Ri and outer radius is R0. So friends, when we are providing insulating material to that conductor, then it causes the case of both conduction and convection. Friends, you should remember this. Initially we have studied both the cases, how to calculate the resistance when it is taking place, both the convection and conduction. Friends, you see that in this case we have calculated how to calculate when the conduction and convection both are taking place in the material. Then we are simply using 1 by H1A1 plus 1 by plus L by KA, means K1A, means we are simply calculating both and then adding simple addition we are doing. Similarly friends, here in case of क्रिटिकल थिकनेस ऑफ इंसुलेशन वी आर, हम जो होगा इसमें जो भी कंडक्टर होगा हमारा उसके सरफेस पे एक इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल प्रोवाइड करेंगे और वो इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल का रेडियस जो मतलब थिकनेस कितना थिकनेस की प्रोवाइड करनी है वो हमें कैलकुलेट करेंगे बाय यूजिंग द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ कंडक्शन एंड कन्वेक्शन। मींस हियर वी आर अप्लाइंग द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ बोथ कंडक्शन एंड कन्वेक्शन। सो आई हैव टोल्ड यू इनिशियली ओनली दैट फर्स्ट थिंग वी शुड डू दैट इज कैलकुलेट द रेजिस्टेंस वैल्यू। मींस the resistance, how to calculate this is, friends, this is the case of cylindrical shape body is present, so we have to calculate the resistance by using the formula. I have told you the formula for cylindrical shape. You see that the resistance formula for cylindrical body is ln r naught by ri divided by 2 pi kl. Means this is the formula for calculating the resistance of cylindrical body. And friends, similarly in the first portion you can see that the first ln r naught by ri divided by k and 2 pi l I have written in the numerator because it is common in both the cases, in both cases of material and cases of insulating body, the 2 pi l is common. So I have simply written it in the upside, but you can clearly see that this is fully based upon the formula of calculating the resistance in case of cylindrical bodies. So after that you calculate the resistance. Friends, critical thickness is that maximum thickness up to what we are providing the insulating materials over the surface of conductor so that the heat loss is minimized. Means it is the maximum thickness. And I think all of you have studied in your intermediate that for calculating the maxima and minima we are simply differentiating the equations. So you are simply, and friends, here we are calculating with respect to the r naught value. Means we have to calculate the outer radius r naught, inner radius ri is given, but we have to calculate how much thickness it is providing. Means we have to calculate the r naught value, means outer radius we have to calculate. So we will differentiate it with respect to r naught and we can get the relationship that is r naught is equal to k by h. Friends, many times we are confused that whether it is k by h or h by k. Means I am confused many times in the examinations. So you should take care that the unit of k is the conductivity unit, the conductivity of thermal conductivity of material unit is watt per meter per Kelvin. Means watt per meter per Kelvin. But the unit of h value means convective heat transfer coefficient value is watt per meter square per Kelvin. From there also, if you are confused that whether it is h by k or k by h, there also you can prove that what is the correct formula. In the case of cylinder and similarly it is the case of spheres. The everything is same. Whatever the formulas for resistance of a sphere you have studied in the previous slides, it is same. But only thing you should do that is you clearly see here that the outer radius means r naught value or rc value is 2k by h. You should take care about that. Here it is, in case of cylinder it is k by h and in case of a sphere it is 2k by h. Means the critical radius of a sphere is 2 times of the critical radius of cylinder. You can conclude from here that, and remaining things are easy, friends. Here you can also see that it is the case of series resistance connections, and it is similarly it is using the formula for calculation of resistance in case of spheres, and remaining things are I think same. We are going to start the numerical portion. The first question you see from this year paper, that is 2020 paper. Friends, here you see that it is very easy question. It is only looking little bit lengthy, but when I will show you the solution, then you can clearly understand that in such type of questions only you have to understand the language. Whatever the question is saying, you have to understand its language. जो भी क्वेश्चन बोल रहा है उसको हमें समझना है, उसकी लैंग्वेज समझनी है कि क्वेश्चन पूछ क्या रहा है, मीन्स क्वेश्चन हमें किस डायरेक्शन में ले जाना चाहता है, हमें वही चीजें समझनी है केवल जब भी कंडक्शन कन्वेक्शन हीट ट्रांसफर, इन सब चीजों के क्वेश्चन रहते हैं. फ्रेंड्स, नाउ लेट अस रीड द क्वेश्चन. It is saying that heat gain occurring in a composite cold storage vault made of brick, polythene, and these things are brick exposed surfaces insulations are 45 degree and 10 degree centigrade, and the temperature of interface of bricks is in degree centigrade is equal, brick thickness is given, and the thermal conductivity of material. Friends, question is saying that there are two surfaces, one of brick and one of insulation, and these both surfaces are joined together, and the left hand side means the leftmost side of the brick having temperature 45 degree, and the rightmost side of the insulating material temperature has 10 degree centigrade. means जो ब्रिक है और इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल है दोनों को अपन ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं, और जो ब्रिक का सबसे लेफ्ट साइड होगा मीन्स जो आउटर साइड होगा ब्रिक का, उसका टेम्परेचर गिवन है हमें 45 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड, एंड जो इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल का जो राइटमोस्ट साइड होगा मीन्स सबसे राइटमोस्ट साइड, जो कि हमारा ब्रिक के कांटेक्ट में नहीं है, ये वो वाला साइड है जो हमारा एयर के कांटेक्ट में है, फ्लूइड के कांटेक्ट में है, उस साइड का टेम्परेचर होगा 10 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड. मीन्स हमें ब्रिक के आउटर सरफेस का टेम्परेचर गिवन है और इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल के आउटर सरफेस का टेम्परेचर गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन. So we have to calculate only the inner surface means contact surface temperature of both brick and insulating material. Friends, you remember that everywhere when two surfaces are in contact with each other, then their inner contact surface temperature for both the surfaces is same. means आपको ये कॉन्सेप्ट याद रखनी है, जब दो surfaces एक दूसरे से मिलते हैं, एक दूसरे के कांटेक्ट में आते हैं, तो दोनों surfaces का जो कांटेक्ट सरफेस का टेम्परेचर होगा वो दोनों सरफेस का सेम होगा. तो हियर वी कैन assume that the let the contact surface temperature is T. We can assume it as T. Now you see the solution. What to do? It is very easy. You see that here it is assumed that the contact surface temperature is T, and after that I have simply used the logic of that is heat transfer from brick is equal to the heat transfer to the insulating material. And remaining things you can see that 45 minus T is equal to T minus 10. Friends, here also many students are confused that they are thinking that here it is written 45 minus T, and in the second in the means RHS it is written that T minus 10. Why there is difference in writing both? Friends, I have told you initially only the concept of conduction, that heat always flow from the higher potential to lower potential. Means here you see that the brick surface का जो exposed surface है उसका temperature 45 degree centigrade है. means that is the highest temperature present in this whole system, means brick plus insulation system, that is 45 degree centigrade, and from 45 degree centigrade the heat will flow to the insulating material, so that the contact surface temperature coming is T, and from the contact surface the heat is flowing to outside of insulating material. means heat सबसे पहले हमारा आएगा जो ब्रिक होगा उसके आउटर सरफेस पे, that is 45 डिग्री टेम्परेचर पे, और फिर हीट पास होगा हमारा ब्रिक से और वो जाएगा कांटेक्ट सरफेस पे जो कि है T डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पे, जो मैंने एज्यूम किया है T डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड, और फिर जो हीट होगा वो T डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड में कांटेक्ट सरफेस से पास होते हुए इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल से बाहर निकल जाएगा जो कि 10 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड है. तो हियर यू कैन कैलकुलेट T वैल्यू, दैट इज 41.5 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड. फ्रेंड्स, वन थिंग यू आल्सो सी हियर दैट द T वैल्यू इज कमिंग इज लेस देन 45, मींस ऑलवेज द आउटर सरफेस मींस हायर पोटेंशियल वैल्यू इज ऑलवेज ग्रेटर देन द लोअर पोटेंशियल वैल्यू, then only heat transfer can take place. Now friends, you can see another question here. It is also very lengthy, but generally it is very easy. Friends, I have told you how to calculate the net resistance in case of series and in case of parallel also, and this question is fully based upon that only. You can see, read the question, that inner layer of wood is 5 mm and the middle layer of corkboard is 10 mm of brick, and air inside the cold storage is maintained at 5 degrees centigrade. The maximum temperature is 50 degrees centigrade, and the thermal conductivities are given of cold air are given, and the convective heat transfer coefficient is given, and everything. Friends, here it is in the last it is given that the amount of heat loss is 10 watt per meter square. Means the total amount of heat loss means from this whole system is 10 watt per meter square. And friends, here you see that 10 watt per meter square means it is given in area, so you need not have to take care about the area. You can simply avoid the area because it is given 10 watt per meter square of area. So you have to calculate only the resistance. That is the first thing you should do. That is here it is takes place both the case of conduction and convection. The first surface which is present inside the body is the convection heat loss due to inside surface. That is 1 by Hi means here you see that convective heat transfer coefficient of inside air is 100 and outside air is 10. Means first you take 1 by Hi plus x1 by k1 plus x2 by k2 plus x3 by k3 plus 1 by h naught. Means h naught is the outer surface heat convective heat transfer coefficient. So you should simply calculate you have calculated the resistance, and after that you divide the resistance by temperature difference. I think all of you remember the formula, that is Q is equal to delta T divided by R. Means R is the resistance, R net means R net is the net resistance, and remaining things you can get that. Here we have to calculate the thickness means L2. Here L2 is the thickness of cork board, that is 186.7 mm. So friends, here it is calculated in mm. You should take care about the units also in this case, and you can easily get the answer. And friends, after this we are uploading the next video of its part 2, and in that video we will fully solve all the previous year questions asked upon this concept.